What if I told you that the biggest mistake about money isn't how much you earn, but when and how you learn to think about it? School teaches you how to make a living, but it rarely teaches you how to build a life. Jim Rohn believed wealth starts long before money ever shows up. It begins with discipline, mindset, and daily choices. Most people discover this too late after years of lost time. Today we're uncovering the early age wealth formula nobody teaches in school, straight from Jim Rohn's timeless wisdom. Stay with me till the end, because one idea here could change your financial future forever. Lesson 1. Work harder on yourself than on your job. The profound weight of Jim Rohn's philosophy begins with the realization that your external world is a mirror of your internal state. When we enter the workforce, especially in our early years, we are conditioned to believe that the key to financial success lies in the hours we clock or the specific company we join. We chase promotions, lobby for raises, and jump from one job to another, hoping the next employer will finally recognize our true value. However, the harsh truth is that the marketplace doesn't pay for your time, it pays for the value you bring to that time. If you remain the same person with the same limited skill set and the same narrow mindset, you will eventually hit a glass ceiling that no amount of overtime can break through. To earn more, you must literally become more. Investing in yourself is the only investment that guarantees a 1000% return. While a company can be liquidated and a currency can be devalued, the skills you develop, public speaking, strategic thinking, emotional intelligence, and technical mastery are portable assets that no economic downturn can take away. Working harder on your job makes you a living. Working harder on yourself makes you a fortune. This means your off hours are actually your most profitable hours. Instead of winding down with mindless entertainment, the wealth builder uses that time to study the greats, learn new languages of business, and refine their character. You must treat yourself like a high-end product that is constantly in development, ensuring that every year you are a more sophisticated, capable, and valuable version of your previous self. Character is the silent engine of wealth. Beyond technical skills, it is your internal compass, your integrity, your work ethic, and your ability to handle pressure that determines the height of your trajectory. If your income grows faster than your character, your success will likely be short-lived, as the weight of responsibility will crush an underdeveloped foundation. Jim Rohn's call to wish you were better is a call to radical self-responsibility. It removes the victim mentality that blames the economy, the boss, or the government for one's financial status. When you accept that you are the primary variable in your success, you gain the power to change your life by changing yourself. This transformation is the prerequisite for early wealth because it ensures that when opportunity finally knocks, you are the kind of person who is prepared to walk through the door. Lesson 2. Discipline is the bridge between goals and wealth. Discipline is often misunderstood as a form of punishment or a rigid lack of freedom, but in the context of wealth, it is the ultimate liberator. It is the connective tissue between a hazy dream of financial independence and the concrete reality of a bank account that reflects it. Most people fail not because they lack a goal, but because they lack the bridge to get there. They have the wish, but they lack the daily ritual. Jim Rohn's teaching centers on the idea that the road to failure is not a single catastrophic event, but rather a long series of small errors in judgment, repeated every day. Conversely, success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. The difference between the two is often so subtle that it is easy to ignore until it is too late. The magic of discipline lies in its cumulative effect. When you are young, the stakes feel low because the numbers are small. You might think that saving $20 a week or reading 10 pages of a book doesn't matter because it doesn't change your life immediately. However, this is where the neglect Jim Rohn warned about creeps in. If you don't do the small things when they are easy, you will find yourself unable to do the big things when they are necessary. Wealth building is a marathon of consistency. The discipline to say no to a luxury today so you can say yes to a legacy tomorrow is what separates the wealthy from the merely high-earning. It is about mastering the mundane. It is the quiet, boring, repetitive actions, tracking your spending, showing up early, staying late, that build the momentum required to break the gravity of mediocrity. Furthermore, discipline builds a psychological confidence that is essential for high-level success. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, your self-esteem increases. You begin to trust your own agency. This internal strength allows you to weather the storms of the market and the inevitable setbacks of any career. Without discipline, your goals are just fantasies that will eventually turn into regrets. As Rohn famously noted, we must all suffer one of two pains, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. The difference is that discipline weighs ounces while regret weighs tons. By choosing the daily weight of discipline, you are essentially buying back your future freedom. You are constructing a bridge that is strong enough to carry the weight of your biggest ambitions, ensuring that your wealth is built on a bedrock of habit rather than the shifting sands of luck. Lesson 3. Learn to manage money before you make a lot of it. There is a pervasive myth that if someone just had more money, their financial problems would vanish. History and the statistics on lottery winners prove the exact opposite. If your habits are rooted in poor management, more money will simply accelerate your path to ruin. Jim Rohn taught that the time to develop a sophisticated financial philosophy is when you have very little to manage. If you cannot find a way to save 10 cents out of a dollar, you will never find a way to save 100,000 out of a million. The ratio is what matters, not the amount. Learning to manage $100 with precision is the training ground for managing a corporate empire. It is about the muscle memory of stewardship, understanding that you are the manager of your resources, not just a consumer of them. Effective money management is rooted in the law of sowing and reaping. Rohn suggested a specific breakdown for every dollar earned. Never spend it all. Whether you use the 70-30 rule, where 70% is for living expenses, 10% for charity, 10% for capital investment and 10% for savings, or another system, the act of partitioning your income is vital. This process forces you to confront your priorities. It moves money from the category of something to be used to something to be planted. Wealthy individuals understand that every dollar is a seed that has the potential to grow into a tree. If you eat all your seeds today, you will have nothing to harvest tomorrow. By learning to manage a small income with the discipline of a tycoon, you prove to yourself and to the marketplace that you are ready for more. True financial literacy involves understanding the difference between an asset and a liability, and between price and value. Many young people confuse looking wealthy with being wealthy. They manage their money to impress people they don't even like, buying depreciating assets that drain their future potential. Jim Rohn's approach emphasizes becoming responsible first. This responsibility includes budgeting with intent, avoiding high-interest consumer debt, and educating oneself on how interest works, either for you or against you. When you master the basics of cash flow and preservation early on, abundance doesn't just happen, it becomes sustainable. You create a container that is capable of holding wealth without leaking. Without this container, any windfall you receive will simply flow through your fingers like water, leaving you exactly where you started, but with the added bitterness of knowing what you lost. Lesson 4. Your environment shapes your income. The people who surround you are the primary architects of your reality. Jim Rohn's concept of association is one of the most sobering truths of personal development. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This isn't just a catchy phrase, it is a law of social gravity. Your friends, family, and colleagues influence your language, your expectations, your work ethic, and even your perception of what is possible. If your inner circle consists of people who are content with the status quo, who complain about the system, and who spend their weekends seeking escape rather than growth, you will find it nearly impossible to maintain the escape velocity required to build wealth. Their skepticism will become your doubt. Their laziness will become your comfort zone. To grow your income, you must often grow your circle. This doesn't mean you must cruelly abandon old friends, but it does mean you must be ruthlessly intentional about who gets your time and attention. If you want to be wealthy, you must find a way to get into rooms where people talk about ideas, investments, and the future rather than people gossip and the past. Association is not just about direct conversation, it's about osmosis. When you are around high achievers, you witness their habits firsthand. You see how they handle failure, how they manage their time, and how they speak to others. This raises your internal thermostat. Suddenly, a $100,000 annual income doesn't look like a ceiling, it looks like a starting point, because everyone around you is aiming for 10 times that amount. Your environment dictates your normal. Choosing your environment is especially critical in the early stages of wealth building because your mindset is still malleable. It is like a young sapling that can easily be bent by the wind. If you are surrounded by energy vampires who drain your ambition, your potential will wither. Conversely, a supportive, high-challenge environment acts like a greenhouse, accelerating your growth and protecting you from the frost of cynicism. You must seek out mentors, join masterminds, and perhaps even move to a city where the industry you love is thriving. If you cannot find these people in person, associate with them through their books, podcasts, and seminars. By flooding your mind with the thoughts of the successful, you begin to think like them, and once you think like them, it is only a matter of time before you start earning like them. Lesson 5. Think long-term, not instant gratification. We live in a culture of the 9. We want the fast food, the high-speed internet, and the overnight success. However, Jim Rohn taught that wealth building is much more like farming than it is like a sprint. You cannot plant a seed today and expect to eat the fruit tomorrow morning. There is a natural season for planting, a season for watering, and a season for protecting the crop from pests before the harvest ever arrives. The greatest challenge to building wealth at an early age is the temptation of instant gratification, the urge to spend your first few wins on things that make you feel successful in the moment, but rob you of your future compounding power. True wealth requires the maturity to delay pleasure in exchange for permanent freedom. The superpower of the young wealth builder is time, but time only works if it is coupled with patience. Compounding interest is often called the eighth wonder of the world, but it is a backloaded miracle. In the early years, the growth is slow and almost invisible. It takes a long time for a penny doubled every day to turn into millions, and most of that growth happens in the final few days. If you lose patience halfway through and spend your principal, you kill the miracle. Jim Rohn emphasized that the disciplined individual understands this law of the harvest. They are willing to live like no one else now so they can live like no one else later. This means being okay with driving an older car, living in a smaller apartment, and skipping the trendy vacations while your peers are posting their rich life on social media. Thinking long-term also changes your approach to skill acquisition and relationships. Instead of looking for the hack or the shortcut to make a quick buck, you focus on building a reputation and a skill set that will pay dividends for decades. You invest in relationships that are built on trust rather than transactions. You realize that your career is not a series of disconnected events but a single unfolding narrative. When you stop chasing the fast money, you actually end up getting to wealth faster because you stop making the expensive mistakes that come with desperation. By aligning yourself with the long-term laws of economics and human nature, you create a sense of inevitability about your success. You plant your trees early, you water them with discipline, and you wait with the quiet confidence of a farmer who knows that the harvest is certain. Jim Rohn's wealth formula isn't secret, it's just ignored. Start working on yourself, master discipline, manage money wisely, choose the right environment, and think long-term. These principles don't just build wealth, they build character, confidence, and freedom. The earlier you start, the easier life becomes later. Remember, success is not something you pursue, it's something you attract by the person you become. If this message resonated with you, carry it forward, because the best investment you'll ever make is you.